Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you so much, David, for putting this event together. Friendsgiving, what a place to be where traders share their trading knowledge, their strategies, and everything in between. So thanks so much, everybody, for being here today. And today I will be talking to you guys about generating not a six-figure income, but a seven-figure income, trading the power hour. Well, is that possible? Guess what? I have brought my P&L here to show you that, yes, it is possible to do that. Trading only the power hour. So if you guys don't know what the power hour is, the power hour is basically the open of the New York trading session. And this is something that I specialize in. Before we dive even into the presentation, just want to show you my results for November. And as you can see here, we had very few trading days. In fact, last week, we took a trade, it's not here, but we took a trade on the 21st, and that is gold long, baby, at 2002. You're going to see it in just a little while there, but it's not showing here because the trade is not closed yet, so it's an open trade. But you can see here that we had very few trades throughout the month of November, but still a very hefty P&L right here. And then these are my returns for the whole entire year. This is year to date. Now, before we dive even deeper and analyze the stats, I want to make sure that everybody understands that I trade a $100,000 account and I put my profits at the end of each and every single month. So I don't compound, because if I would have compounded, the results would be exponentially higher, but I don't compound. I don't need to compound. I have my risks set at 1% per trade, and I risk $5,000 on each and every single trade. And I position size, because if you don't position size, you're not going to make it in trading. Okay. So if we have time today, we're going to talk a little bit about that. But if not, maybe that's a subject for another presentation. So I'm here to show you just the commissions for this year. I have racked almost $30,000 in commissions, and the returns that I have on my account are 1.1 million, returns on winners 1.6 million, and a loss 460,000. All right, my biggest profit 157. You guys can see it here. Returns on shorts, you can see here that we were basically long all year long. Very few occasions that we have been short into this market. And why would you go against the power move? Why would you go against the power trend? And these are my returns on longs. So you could see here that we made more money on the longs than we made on the shorts. Obviously, it is a really heavy trading market. So hi, everybody. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Anka Metcalf, and I'm the CEO and founder of TradeOutLoud.com, which is a trading education firm that is specialized in educating individuals how to day trade, swing trade, and invest in markets, in any market, and on any asset. I specialize in day trading futures in the power hour, and I swing trade and invest. Is my absolute favorite thing to do. Trade the markets. I have been doing successfully for over 20 years. Prior to this, I have been in investment banking for 10 plus years. I run a swing trading service for stocks and ETFs since the inception of TradeOutLoud in 2010. I also run a trading room for futures since 2017. Everything that we do has a transparent track record, and it is well documented, and we have proof of results. We do offer trading education for day trading, swing trading, and investing, and I am a trading expert in high velocity. So what that means is that I stock literally the price for the right pattern that delivers above average gains. I'm the designer of an institutional proprietary trading system that is based on, but before we continue and tell you what the system is based on, let me share the fact that I'm just the designer. I have tweaked, added some of my own systems into a bigger system, because guess what? I cannot take credit for inventing technical analysis. I cannot even fathom somebody that does that. and I use a very simple system. I use price support resistance, but wait, there's a catch. I use multiple confluence levels of price support resistance. So supply and demand doesn't really cut it, because if you're going only by supply and demand, your win ratio would be below 40%. So that's not really good. By using confluence levels, you're increasing your odds, but by at least 30%. So that means more wins, less losses. And I also, because I've been trading for so long, I have developed proprietary trigger times for day trading, whether you're trading stocks or futures. We have specific price zones, and these are depicted from institutional traders. There are 4 specific price zones on technical charts that we teach in our courses, that are levels of scaling in, and where institutions are scaling in and scaling out. If you know how to read them, you know how to make money, and you know how to be in sync with the power move on any time of the day, and on any style of trading, whether you're swing trading, day trading, whatever you're doing. Chart synchronicity is a big thing, and chart synchronicity and divergency is a big thing, because at the open, I assess the market, the stock market and the futures market, to see where we're at, to see where the strength is and see where the weakness is. And basically, for a really hefty move in one direction, whether higher or lower, you need to have an in-sync market, because if you have an index that is divergent, or if you have one index that is divergent, then the whole structure of the market changes. All right. So for those of you that, again, don't know TradeOutLoud, you can head onto our website and, kind of browse through our website and see what we offer, and, how long we have been in business and things like that. And if you want to follow us on social media, on Facebook, we are under TradeOutLoud. Twitter, I post a lot of trading ideas. So if you're not on Twitter, I highly suggest you go there and give us a follow. It is twitter.com/TradeOutLoud. I do post tons of trading ideas right there for free. So if you're in a look for literally trading ideas, you can browse through my Twitter feed. Also on YouTube, we're going to start new programs on YouTube starting with December. So be tuned, because you're going to receive some invites, some free education classes, some free, really fun videos, and a lot of information. And also on LinkedIn, we're there. I trade for a living. I have been trading for a living for 20 years. Has it been easy right from the beginning? No, it hasn't, because you have to go through a development stage, and you have to go through a learning phase, right? Until you get your trading into a break-even spot. And then from that point on is take off. But why do I trade for a living? I don't have a boss. I'm my own boss. I don't commute. One of the first reasons why I wanted to trade on my own is the commute. I was commuting literally an hour and a half to go to work and an hour and a half to get back from work. So it was literally 3 hours. Guess what? Now I trade less than an hour, and I make, oh my gosh, exponentially more money than, I don't know. I cannot be exponentially more money than I would have made by working for someone else. I would have been accomplishing somebody else's dreams versus accomplishing my own dream. So yes, it's worth it. Go for it. No customers. Guess what? No clients, no emails. I don't have to do anything. So it is absolutely, and you don't have to do anything. It is absolutely insane, because it's just you and the charts. That's it. It's you, your computer, and I can teach you how to do it, because I've been doing it for so long. It is my obligation as a successful trader to teach you how I trade and how I make money. It would be such a shame not to pass this skill along. All right. So before we actually dive in, let me share with you 2 trades. Yesterday, really, really boring day. Boring day yesterday. Low volume, everything. So this presentation is solely about futures trading, the power hour, about literally trading 4 or 6 charts, depending on your liking. If you want to add some commodities to the mix, like gold and oil, like I do, you could take a look at them as well, and you can have some trades in them. And if you don't, you can just trade the futures indices. That's it. But don't specialize, because you're not a market maker, guys. Newsflash. You're not a market maker. Don't specialize just on ES, because I know everybody has a fixation. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to trade ES. Why? because sometimes ES is not in play, or I'm going to trade NASDAQ. Why? Because sometimes NASDAQ is not going to be in play. They're going to play teeter-totter a lot of times, so they're not going to be moving in sync. There are some times when they're going to move, when they're moving in sync. Today is one of the days when they're moving in sync, but a lot of times they're not. So you have to stock the index that has the potential to move that day. Because if you're having a lot of activity into NASDAQ stocks, yeah, NASDAQ is going to move. But if you're having the same day bad activity or low activity or pullback activity in energy and, for example, financials, guess what? That's going to drag down ES. So you're not going to see movement in ES. All right. So move where the market is at. And this is what we teach our traders every single day in the trading room and also in our courses. Just go where the money's at. Money magnet, right? And every single day in the trading room, we're having a money party. All right. So on a boring day yesterday, this is a trade that I called. You could see it right here. This was our entry. Boom, target, done. This is the power hour, the power of the power hour. This is my call in the trading room. How about today? Let's take a look at the trade for today. Super boring morning. You can see it right here. It's like, oh my goodness, from 9:30, this is the open candle right here. And it's just fluctuating back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's like no activity whatsoever. We almost gave up on trading. And I had one member in the room that said, oh my God, this is so frustrating. This is so boring. I said, you know what? Don't give up hope, because the moment you give up hope, that's the moment you're going to have an instant setup and the market is going to start taking off. And right before, and by the way, this was at 10:17. I called the trade. The trade triggered like 10 minutes later, I believe. It was after 10:30 or something like that. So we're able to identify trades before they happen. So isn't that awesome? We only use limit orders in the trading room, and we definitely have a lot of time to plan for these trades, to plan the position sizing, to plan for the targets, etc. So you can see here that we had an entry 406 and we had targets into 440, 450. And I said, yes, it has room to run into 500. Bingo. All right. So I trail out of the trade at 470. And then we identified another opportunity, and we gave it in the trading room over 500 with a stop at 460 with targets into the 520, 540, and 550. So yes, members are still trading at this time. This is just the first trade. Now, would you like to turn your computer into your personal ATM? Well, I gotta tell you something. When I first started day trading, I attended a presentation just like this, but it was live, and it was in New York City. And I went to the same presentation, and the instructor right there said, would you want to turn your computer into your personal ATM? Bam, and I was sold. And this happened more than 20 years ago. Never regret literally starting my trading career. So I'm here right now, 20 plus years later, saying, do you want to turn your computer into your personal ATM? This is the perfect time to trade your way to financial freedom. So what is financial freedom for you? What is financial freedom for you? Think about this. You still have time to think about this. Think about it for a week. Don't take too much time, because you know that you need to keep goals in a really tight position. You need to keep goals literally with a timeline. So what is financial freedom for you? For me, financial freedom is working less. Is some days maybe I don't want to work, some days maybe I want to work, some days I want to do this. It's having liberty to do what the heck you want with your life. If I want to go to the beach, I'm going to the beach. If I want to go skiing, I go skiing. If I want to go anywhere or do any kind of trading, any kind of other activity besides trading, I can do that. I don't have a boss. I don't have to send emails. I don't have to do anything. So if this is your goal in 2024, this is the job for you. And let me tell you something. Traders have the tendency to overcomplicate trading. Literally. Don't do that. Trading is actually easier than you might think. The market is a permanent transfer of wealth from the novice trader to the astute trader to the educator trader. So make sure that before you open an account, make sure that you have the correct information. Now, have you started working on your trading goals? Now we're going a little bit, and then we're getting to charts. Trading goals, setting goals, right? Goals are really important. And I really understood this right from the beginning. And this is one of the things that one of my mentors taught me, that you need to set goals for you, for yourself, in any kind of activity that you're doing, but especially trading is not any different. So give yourself about 30 days to read a book. It'll take you 30 days. If you say, I'm going to read this book now, it's going to sit on your desk. Been there, done that. In fact, I do have 2 books on my desk that I said, oh, I gotta read them. I gotta read them. And I didn't put a deadline. I didn't put a deadline because I don't have the deadline. I don't have that urgency. You need to create urgency for that matter, because it's going to sit here and sit here and sit here and sit here without taking on any kind of action. So if you give yourself 1 week to accomplish something, it's going to take you 1 week. But if you're not putting a timeline into it, it's not going to happen. Trust me. So before we dive into trading, ask yourself this: how much time can you allocate trading? Because if you know how much time you can allocate into trading, you know what kind of trading style you can adapt. Because a lot of traders say they're trying to squeeze in day trading, they're trying to squeeze in swing trading, they're doing some investing on their own. But the reality is, you need to be honest with yourself and say, hey, can I allocate, for example, for day trading, because we're talking mostly about day trading futures right now, can I allocate the first 2 hours of the open? Can I allocate that for myself? Can I allocate from 9:30, let's say, to 11 o'clock? Not even 2 hours. Can I allocate that kind of time? And if you can allocate that kind of time, then you fit into the day trading criteria, trading the power hour. If you cannot allocate that, then you say, hey, I'm a swing trader, and I can only allocate, for example, an hour a week. Then you're a swing trader. I can only allocate, let's say, I can only allocate 15 minutes per month. Then you're an investor. So be honest with yourself and see what is your niche. Now, do you see yourself day trading, swing trading, investing as a business, as a hobby, or have a go at it? Because if you don't have any trading education, if you think that you're going to get, with no market knowledge, into this kind of market and make money, might as well do something else with the account that you have, because that's not going to work out. Remember, you're trading with the most amazing algorithms, trading algorithms, the most sophisticated trading algorithms, which literally make up almost 87% of the market volume. That's right. 87% of the market volume is algorithmic trading. So you got to be really good at technicals. You got to really handle technicals. Now, if you have been trading for a while, ask yourself this: what is my P&L saying about my trading? So look at your P&L right now. And if it's in the red, oh my gosh, time to stop what you're doing and time to change. Einstein had a saying, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, that's the definition of insanity, right? The other thing is, like, did I respect my trading plan, or do I even have one? Because this is very fundamental. This is a very fundamental key to your trading development. So why most people succeed in trading or investing is because they don't believe they could actually do it. So if you don't believe you can do it, you're not going to do it. You have to have a really positive mindset. Some of them, they're not committed. They say, oh, you know what? I don't feel like looking at the charts today. I don't feel like learning this today, but I'm going to trade tomorrow. So they're delaying their education process and they're diving right into trading. Big mistake. Achieving financial freedom and being wealthy is just a dream. Are you kidding me? It's not just a dream. I'm living proof that if I made it, anybody can make it. If anybody in here can make it, it's you can make it. So believe it yourself. There's not one skill out there that people cannot accomplish, that people cannot do. If you put your mind to it, you're going to win at this. Procrastination. Oh, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to start 2024, clean slate 2024. I'm going to start first quarter 2024. Then you're going to go like, it doesn't really work that well. I'm a little bit lazy. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I'm going to start in the second quarter. Stop procrastinating. People that don't have a game plan and don't have a goal, don't have a trading plan, these are the people that are not going to succeed, because they're not approaching trading as a business in an organized manner. And always delaying. Stop delaying. Take responsibility for your actions. Be an independent trader. Why do you think the markets are going to be hot continuing into 2024? Okay. Why? Well, the Ukraine-Russia saga will continue well throughout 2024. There's no sign of peace, no sign of anything. You have the Israel-Hamas conflict going on full throttle right there. You have some Middle East issues, heavy Middle East issues there as well. That's not going to go anywhere. FOMC will continue to raise rates. Inflation is still super, super high. I don't know you guys. How much did you guys pay for a turkey? How much did you guys pay for a turkey? Like, seriously, they had this survey on TV. They were like, yeah, it's a little bit more expensive. It's like, I don't know, $20 more expensive than 2019. Are you kidding me? I paid like $150 for a turkey. So it was like probably, I don't know, so much more. Okay. Massive layoffs will continue. Massive layoffs will continue. Energy crisis. I don't know. We have the OPEC meeting. I don't know if we're going to continue on this path, but it's possible. And then recession. Is recession still a thing? Okay. So there are so many things that are going to create the volatility into the market. So without an action plan, your account will suffer. So trading futures the power hour can yield great returns if you know how to trade. Check out performance on our website. We're putting our money where our mouth is. So literally, we're showing you guys all the trades, the good trades, the winning trades, the losing trades, the break-even trades, the big winners, the small losers, because that's what it's all about. Trading is about having big winners, small winners, break-even trades, small losses, and that's it. Okay? So it's about these 4 distinct things. If you know how to handle that, you're going to be an exceptional trader. So tired of seeing fake gurus ripping people off? I am. I see them almost every single day. I go on Twitter. I go on TikTok. Oh my God. Following advice on TikTok, following trading advice or investing advice on TikTok. Are you kidding me? Or on Instagram, or even on YouTube. All right. So here's my performance. Like I said, we start off. This is the year. This is the year to date panel. This is where we started. And this is where we are right now. You can see here, bam, bam, bam. We crossed over that $1 million. So if you're ready to pass into the $1 million into next year, this time, so a year from now, make it your goal. Say, I want to make $1 million next year. It is possible. It's possible if you day trade. It's possible if you day trade and swing trade, you could actually have more. And keep in mind, we also fund traders. So if you want to trade like me, $500,000 account, you can visit our website for more details on that. We're not going to talk about that now. So trading the power hour is that forget about the material stuff. It's about the time flexibility and what you do with your life, what you want to do with your life, right? What you do, whatever you want to do. So this position is for traders who want to be in sync with the power institutional money moves, momentums, and trades. Never short a heavy, ongoing, dominant market ever, not unless you have a real good technical reason to do so. And there are certain times throughout the day, and in fact, there's only one time throughout the day when you can short a super strong, ongoing, dominant market, right? And what is that? The lunch fade. That's it. You don't start, if you see the rally going, for example, from 9:30 to 10 o'clock or 10:30, and the market is ripping, and all of a sudden is doing a, kind of like a turnaround, it's turning the corner, it's trying to come down a little bit. Guess what? That's not a short. Wait for the pullback, go back long, and wait for the lunch time. Lunch time is great if you have a system and if you have a trading plan to do that. There are certain specific things that you need to look on your technical chart in order to trade the fade. So if you're ready to eliminate frustration from trading, if you want to trade with clarity and literally stress-free, that's what we do in the trading room. We know well in advance where we need to have our entry, where we need to have our stop. We position size for that. We don't take standard contracts. That's the most stupidest concept I've ever heard. Taking standard contracts. If nobody allows you on planet Earth, if you have been in touch with any kind of institutional trader in your life, or even if you have listened to one of the institutional traders, nobody's going to tell you that, oh, if you have a certain account size, you can take a standard size of, I don't know, 5 contracts or 3 contracts or whatever. That's very common in the futures market. It's the most stupid thing that I've ever heard. And my mentor would just kill me if I even tell him what is going on in the world and how people are really trading, whether futures or stocks. No, you position size, you determine your risk. That is, if you want to have consistency, that's what you do. You want to have consistency, that's what you do. You decide on your percentage, whether you're going to risk 1% or 2%. If you're a successful trader, you can risk 2%. I personally risk 1% because I manage the trading room as well. And I call the trades, I type in the room, I chat a lot, I teach a lot in the trading room. So I really don't want to risk more than 1%. 1% for me is fine. I risk $5,000 on my trades. So that's manageable for me. I don't want to go to 10,000. When I swing trade, I go to 3%. Right? Because I don't have to do anything out loud that will interrupt me from my swing trading. So I use 3% in my swing trading, but I use 1% in my day trading because day trading is a little bit more aggressive. But position size, people, because for example, if that 1% for you represents $500 and you take a trade, for example, you take NASDAQ with 10-point stop. And then you have S&P with let's say with a 5-point stop, and then you have the Dow with 50-point stop. You're going to have different results for your losses. So you're not going to lose $500. You're going to lose on one trade $700. You're going to lose $300 on one. You're going to use You're going to lose $50 on one. So you're going to be all over the place with your losses. You need to keep the losses in check at exact prices. Okay, but that is only via position sizing. Okay. So everything you want is on the other side of fear and doubt, right? Fear and doubt. What is keeping traders from advancing? Fear. Why are traders fearful of the market? Because they don't understand the market. They don't understand the reaction of the market. They don't understand the technical. They don't understand how the market works. And they're in doubt, okay? And that literally freaks them out. What you need to do is have the proper trading education. I don't care where you're getting your trading education. You can learn it on your own. It's going to take probably a really long time to put everything together. And you're going to have a lot of trial and error that may actually blow up your account if you don't know what you're doing and how to put things together. You need to have discipline and wait for the proper entry. Wait for it. Yesterday, we waited like an hour. Today, we waited another hour until everything was setting up. And in the meantime, we literally sat on our hands. You need to have discipline and patience and a lot of focus, because once you're engaged into the trade, you need to apply your trading plan. And your trading plan should be well laid out and say, hey, if I reach target 1, I'm going to do this. If I reach target 2, I'm going to do this. If I reach target 3, I'm going to do this. If I reach target 4, I'm going to do this. Yes, you need multiple targets. Because if you don't want to kill your trade at target 1 and say, oh my gosh, I made some money, I'm going to take the profit at target 1. No, what if that trade has more juice into it? You want to capture as much momentum into that trade as possible. Now, here's the thing, especially guys in here. I know my husband. Okay, so this summer we decided to buy a new barbecue. Oh my goodness. So he went on like 5 different websites, checked out the prices, the BTUs, the this and that and whatever. So he checked so many things on that barbecue. But when it comes to trading, he takes trading advice from me, obviously. But he's like, oh, I like this stock. I think I'm going to go in. He reads the fundamentals. He goes into that stock. I have a much better performance than he does into the investing side and into the swing side. He also day trades as well. Okay. But he doesn't do a lot of research, for example, into, let's say, I don't know, a stock like NE or whatever. Traders do the same thing. Like, it takes the doctor 7 years of school, trading plus license. Lawyers takes them 4 years plus law school plus bar exam. A pilot takes 3 years of school, training time, plus license, an engineer 4 years, plus training, plus PE exam. You want to be a trader? Boom, no experience, no trading. Start making money tomorrow. Seriously. The most important parts of trading are rarely discussed, and that's why I'm here, because you need to have confidence. Where does confidence come from? You give me a chart right now and you throw me in a trade right now, I can bet $100 right now that I am going to get out of that trade, even if wherever. You just tell me go in long or short, and I can work myself out of that trade. No problem, because I have confidence in levels. I have confidence in my system. I have confidence in technicals. You need to have conviction. You can't have conviction and confidence without having a really good, thorough education and background. You need to have patience. You need to have mental toughness, because guess what? A lot of traders that are, having a loss, and careful here. If you have a loss, that's part of the plan. But if your loss is 1R, meaning that risk unit that you're using, that 1% or 2%, whatever you're using, okay? So if you're having just that loss, that's fine. That's part of the plan. The devastation comes from the fact that if you take a trade with those standard contracts, you're going to be down 5%, 5%, 15%, 20%. I've seen traders that have risked half of their accounts on one trade. In futures market, is very, very common. I have a lot of friends that are brokers, and they're telling me these horror stories. Oh, look at this person. They did this and that. Look at this account. Look at what they did. I see these stories every single day. I don't want you guys to repeat their mistakes. So be very careful with size, because standard is not an option, period. All right, and preparation. You need to have chart work. Do you guys know that there are 250 days in the market open every single year? If you analyze one chart every single day, at the end of the year, print it out, study it. At the end of the year, you would have a folder with 250 charts. You would be so far ahead. And all these factors represent 90% of the battle. Regardless of your trading philosophy, if your head's not right, you won't be successful. So what you need to have, a burning desire. How badly do you really want it? You need to have the foundation of the education, discipline to follow the plan, patience to wait for the opportunity, focus, no distractions. When I'm trading, I'm in the zone. I don't care about the phone. I don't care if somebody rings the bell at the door. I don't care even if my cat is outside the door. I don't let her in while I'm trading. I don't do anything else than charts. And this is my Zen time. This is my time with the charts. This is my income time. And it's only the power hour. How many of you guys would like to trade the power hour with me? And that's it, be done for the whole entire day, right? It's pretty awesome. All right, so if you want to trade from home, an income producing style of trading that can generate from $500 to $5,000 minimum per day, I'm going to show you some stats. Trading futures for a living, literally, it's not impossible. You have to get in the right frame. You got to learn how it's done. Trade in sync with the institutional money flow. Focus on these high velocity moves that we have had, especially today. We had a little bit of run yesterday as well. So yesterday we made money. Today we made money as well. And especially when everybody thought that the market is going to go ballistically lower. No, we saw the opportunity even in the stock market, and we bought with both hands. I was so aggressive going into the middle of October, going into November. I bought with both hands. Both hands. Like in September, I had very few trades, swing trades active. In October, especially towards the end of October, I started to buy with both hands. I saw the opportunity. You want to focus only on 4 charts every single day, just the indices. Bam. If you want to extend and trade gold, and by the way, gold and oil, I specialize in swing trading in these. So I got in gold at 2000. Now it's at 2063 with one contract, guys. That is a profit of $6,000 with one contract. And if you're using a micro, that is $600. Wouldn't you like to have a nice Christmas bonus? I know that gold is actually We've only swung gold this year, and we made so much money in gold, as much money as we made in indices, by taking, I think, 4 or 5 trades within gold this year, swing trades. Literally, we only needed to take those trades to make our living into the markets. Okay, so what do I trade? I trade the indices. We're going to show you some charts in 1 second. This is what I trade, ladies and gentlemen. Bam. Oops. Oh, what am I doing? All right, here it is. No. Whoops. I don't know. David, can you see this? Oh my goodness. I don't know what I did. Let's see. Okay, here it is. All right. So here it is. I trade the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ. You see that I have them on the 5-minute charts right here, and Russell. These are 4 indices that I trade. I trade gold and gold and oil right here. And by the way, today I made a call in oil today. I didn't personally take it, but we have members in the room that have taken this trade right here. $75.70 is where I made the call. All right. So, oops, here it is. All right. So indices, gold. You could also trade the rest of the panel here. You could trade metals and grains and currencies. I don't really get into that because the charts are really crappy this year. So I typically trade, for example, soybean meal, wheat, etc. But the charts are so crappy right now, I haven't traded it this year. The money this year was in gold. And if you're not in gold, you just literally missed the boat. Literally missed the boat, because there have been several entries throughout the year. And by the way, you don't need to trade gold futures. If you don't want to roll and don't want to go through that hassle, you can trade GLD. In my swing trading program, I got my traders in GLD last week again. All right, so trading is basically, you got it, a rule-based system. Finding the highest trades, waiting for the setup, find precise execution, money management skills, and mindset. There are tons of advantages. You got reliable volume. You have close to a 24-hour market, which is hands-on risk. For example, if I take a gold trade right now, and if I want to manage it, and if I see that there's any kind of divergency, if there's anything happening in the overnight that is suggesting that the price is going to pull back, I'm looking for a pullback signal for a sell signal, and I can exit the trade even at 1 o'clock at night. Okay, you don't need to use a scanner, no special indicators, and I focus more on price action. So in order for you to start trading futures, you don't need a lot of money. And I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. You need a minimum of $5,000 to $7,000 because of the market volatility. So you're going to have wider stops in this market because it is a volatile market. So minimum account requirement is $5,000. If you want to open a day trading account, you have to go through the you have to have an account of at least $30,000. So with a little bit more than $25,000, because if you open an account with $25,000, if you lose a penny, your day trading status is out the door. So you have the day trading power rule. You get leverage 2 to 1 or 4 to 1 if you're a swing trader or a day trader. And if you're a futures trader, you get obviously the futures leverage, which is 10 to 1. And you could also use prop firm. By the way, we do offer, we do have a prop firm. TradeOutLoud has its own prop firm, and we do fund traders. But I have to tell you this, the most successful traders are not day traders. So we actually looked at the stats, and our most successful traders are stock swing traders. I just wanted to put that out there. They're insanely, we had five-figure paychecks for them. It was incredible. Like we had a trader, $35,000 profit. Okay, in 1 month. All right, so time versus money. So buying, let's talk a little bit about buying power, right? And let's talk about pattern, get a little bit more into the charts. So for example, if the trader wants to buy, and this is the difference between the Qs and futures NASDAQ. So NASDAQ and futures NASDAQ. So if a trader wants to buy the Q, let's say they're priced at 365, you need about $14,000 in buying power in order to buy 100 shares. And if the price goes up 50 cents, you make $50 because each cent is $1. But here's the thing. If a trader wants to day trade E-mini NASDAQ, which let's say it's priced at $15,000, the trader needs $17,000 to buy one contract because of the 2020 pandemic volatility. And of course, the price increase then you are having a little bit wider margin on this one. But if the price goes up 50 points, you're going to make what? Oh, $1,000. That's right, because each point is $20. Let me show you on the technical chart. So we put it to the test. You could see it right here. So this is our entry. This is based on a common setup that we use in the markets with the bottoming tail, action bar, bracket bar, bam, bam, bam. All right, moving higher. You can see it right here. And we were in a coaching session when we were doing this, and we put everything to the test. So we bought 100 shares of the Qs. You can see the buying power at 15,483. And by the end of the day, we made $300, 303. Guess what? In NASDAQ, we bought one contract, pretty similar buying power, same setup, one contract, we made $2,400, almost $2,500. Guess what? It gets even better. You're a small account trader, a small size account trader where you can grow your account exponentially if you know what you're doing. You have buying power is $1,700. You buy one contract. So again, $1,700. Okay. Does that, like, literally, it's just mind blowing. And you're making $246. Now, here's the thing. In micros, you're using $1,700 in buying power. You're making $250. And in the Qs of your trading stocks, you're using $15,000 in buying power, and you're making $300. Which one would you trade? Okay, here's the SPYs. We bought 100 shares. Look at the buying power in effect, $20,000, and you make $200, $260. Take a look at the S&P. And by the way, this was the trade that was already open, so we already made some money into it. But anyways, this was the P&L for the day, $3,600 compared to $265, right? And the buying power was about 15,000 here as well. Take a look at the micros, right? Micros, 1,166. And one contract, same setup that we have with the rocket bar, 200 SMA plateau, launch pad, $127, small account. I don't know about you guys, but in my book, that's about 10%. All right, gain in the contract. By the way, hedge funds yield about 6 to 8% per year. Okay, not good. So the reason why I like the futures market and why I gravitated towards the futures market, and it was quite recently, it was about like almost 10 years ago, because I was full-time day trader, swing trader, investor in stocks. I did not trade futures. I would look at the futures market overnight to have a feel of where they were at and where they were going and what the tendency is, what the trend is. But I never traded futures until my accountant told me that I have to do something, because guess what? I have my commissions were getting out of hand. I don't know about you guys, but when I started trading, here's the thing. Not many of you guys know. You guys have it so awesome right now. But when I started trading, I was paying $600 to have a platform. I was trading on Real Tick back then. I switched to Thinkorswim, but I was trading $600 to have data. I was paying $10 to get into a trade, $10 to exit a day trade, $20. I was paying $600 25 years ago to be in a trading room. So right when you open an account and when you have these expenses, you have to come back and make these expenses back, right? So you start in the hole. Maybe that was a good thing, because, you know, you kind of fight. All right. So, I want to share with you guys the best time frames for successful trading. And Mark is asking, are you trading futures or equities? I day trade futures, just an hour a day, and I swing trade equities. I swing trade. I used to be, and I'm an amazing equities trader. You can look at our performance on the website. But I just swing trade equities right now. Once in a while, if we don't have any futures activity, then I call a trade, for example, in stocks in the trading room. Okay. All right. So day trading time frames, the best times frames to use because they're not all different. When you start off the day, you want to focus on a clearer chart from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. So you could trade the 1 minute, because I always get asked this question, what is your preferred time frame? I don't have a preferred time frame. It's the market's preferred time frame. I'm trading what the market is telling me to trade. So not a lot of traders know that. That 1 minute chart, you should be trading from 9:30 to almost 10 o'clock. The 2 minute chart, you should shift again. You could use a tandem of 1 and 2 minute. Then after 10 o'clock, cut that noise out from the 1 and the 2 minute, because that's going to be too noisy, and switch to the 5 minute from 10:30 to about 11 or 11:30. If you want to trade the rest of the day, switch the 15 minutes. So this is the time where you would switch your charts to the 15-minute time frame from 11:30 to 2 o'clock during the doldrums. Zoom out. Always trade higher time frames when you're trading the doldrums, and go back to the 5 minute once everybody's back from their lunch breaks from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Asian sessions, if you're trading the Asian session, if you're just a swing trader, having a full-time job, and by the way, we teach strategies in our Power Income course for traders that cannot trade, for example, cannot day trade the power hour. We teach them how to take advantage of the overnight trading, the Asian session and the London session. And the key here is to focus on the 4 hour and the 1 hour for overnight trades. Okay, so here's my trading plan in one slide. What to trade Forex or SPY? Please don't trade Forex. I've done it. In fact, if you go to my YouTube, I trade now a little bit of currencies, but I trade them via futures. But Forex is really hard. You have to really know what you're doing. Look at some of my videos I have from 2013. Look at those videos right there on my YouTube channel. If you're a really new beginner trader, do futures or not SPY, stocks. No. Anyways, back to here. Market timing. Pay attention to the market timing, because the market, it has a certain tempo. 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30, they're inflection points into the market. Time frames. I showed you the time frames that you need to be according to the time of the day. Patterns, most common patterns is pullback, buy, pullback, sell, breakdown, breakdown. These are the strategies that you're going to use 90% of the time. I teach 10 trading strategies in my course, but mostly 90% of the time, this is what we focus on. The rest of the strategies are little finesses. They're la creme de la creme that other traders don't see. And I teach you how to see them and take advantage of those opportunities into the market. And execution times, as far as it goes, where you don't want to waste your time or waste your money, look for entries around 9:35, 9:45, 10 o'clock, or 10:30. Boom. That's it. Okay. Now, is it easy to succeed in trading? Let me tell you something. It's not easy. And I had my fair share of rough trading, especially when I started trading. I remember I was waking up, and when I woke up in the morning, I would literally start crying. And I did that for about a week or 2 weeks or something like that. And I'm like, and that happens especially when you have losing day after losing day. I mean, when you're on a losing streak, been there, done that, know how to come out of that. And I can teach you how to do it, to be sane, to be happy, to be stress-free, and not to have those losing streaks that I used to have. I don't have losing streaks right now. I have losing days, but I don't have losing streaks. So trading is about strategies, management, mindset, experience, attention to detail. It's a system. It works as a global system. It doesn't, if you have the right, I could give you a strategy right now. Okay. I could give you the best strategy right now, but if you don't apply it into the context, if you don't know everything around the strategy, it won't work for you. That's why I'm not ever teaching strategies outside of my course. Morning, hybrid, Elliot wave, and timing. Okay, now here's what it is. I use a morning hybrid Elliot wave. So what that means, like a market like we had today, we had the chop today. This is what we had. Then we had the pop up, but we had it a little bit later because the volatility was still high, the volume was still low, and bam, we went to the upside into 10 o'clock, right? expect a shallow pullback. Don't ever go below the 930 low. And if the 930 low is not tackled, expect more of an upside. Same thing, 9:30 to 10 o'clock, expect an up move. And this isn't a strong ongoing dominant market. Pullbacks, shallow pullbacks, buy again 10:30, shift into 11:15 to 11:30. Okay. So learn to trade with the sharks. Learn to swim with the sharks. Why we need to do that? Because the institutions are the big sharks. Traders need to learn to swim along with these guys. I know they're ugly, they're freaky, but we need to learn. And once we learn how they swim, we become a shark. Institutional traders see our orders for breakfast or lunch. Did you guys know, by the way, did you guys know that okay, sorry about that. I just got a message. All right. Did you guys know that our broker, any broker that you guys are using, I don't know, Thinkorswim, Ninja, whatever. Do you guys know that once you put an order in, your broker is selling the order to companies like Citadel, like hedge funds like Citadel? That's right. So they see your orders. Have you ever wondered, like, man, that price went exactly there? That's because a lot of traders had order there and your broker is working against you. So you're paying your broker commission and fees and they're selling your data. They're very sneaky. It's public. Everybody knows that. It's not a secret. Okay. So you don't have any fear if you know what you're doing. Okay. Don't have fear when you're engaging into trading. But make sure that you need to learn how to trade. Why? Because you're trading either with or against hedge funds. So for example, if you're trading in the morning and say, oh gosh, you know what? I just want to short. I just want to short. You know, you have a tremendous move to the upside. You go like, oh yeah, I'm going to short. Guess what? You're trading against hedge funds, against institutional traders, portfolio managers, big prop firm companies, market makers, hedgers, algos, etc. Trade with them. Learn to not to follow their steps, because that would be you would be behind it. You're following someone. You're always behind someone. You got to be in sync. You got to do the same things at the same time. That's the power move. That's what we teach our traders, to be in sync. So next time when you jump in a trade, think about this. 10% of the traders make money from the rest of the 90% of the traders. So if trading was easy, it's reading a book, buy from Amazon, from Barnes & Noble, reading I read gazillions of books. I have to be honest, I didn't put everything together until I started having live classes. And I attended tons of live classes. I had tons of mentors for which I'm grateful, and I love them to pieces. And I had mentors, and I have specifically one mentor, institutional trader, that I always mention, that taught me how to put everything together and literally opened the door to my 7-figure income. Trading is not as easy as having a shiny indicator. Trust me, if indicators would work, we would not be here having this discussion. All right. So can anybody make money in the market? Here's what I say. If you lose money in the market, and if you lost money in the market today, you can make money in the market. So in trading, you should only have 4 outcomes, like I said earlier: big wins, small wins, break-even trades, and small losses. We trade every single day a highly successful technical system, and we trade in sync. We don't follow anybody. We trade in sync, and we're like bam, 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 with institutional traders in the first 2 hours that enable us to profit on momentum moves at specific times, at specific locations, at precise technical patterns. Who else does this? Algos. Oh, so you mean you're trading in sync with algos? Yes, I do. Because our method overrides any kind of news event, artificial indicator, earnings, pools, dark pools, etc. So we trade an institutional grade trading system. It's like when you learn the system, it's like you're the algo. We trade stress-free, institutional levels, stress-free levels, precise buys, we know well in advance when we buy, where we put our stop, what our position size is, et cetera, where our targets are. So we have everything in check on the checklist. So we don't have fear. We don't have emotions. We have nothing. We're just happy to be alive and to trade every single day. Management and risk management, highs patterns, how and where to place stops, etc. And we teach you the most important thing, how to put everything together. Because you may read a book on technical analysis, you may read a book on setups, you may read a book on candlesticks, you may read a book on Elliot waves, you may read a book on this. But it's like, how are you going to put all the information together when the market opens and the market is moving and it's intimidating? So if you want to make six-figure income in 2024, you can start now. You can start now. You need to start making some decisions. You need to follow a trader that is making that kind of money. Hey, the proof is in the pudding, right? Show me the money. I'm showing the money. Are you ready to follow the lead? Be wired for success mentally. Follow the person long enough to steal the secrets and develop your own habits. So this program is for you if you're losing money in the market, if you don't have a trading system, you don't have a process, if you lack confidence, this course is going to change your life. So ask yourself this, what kind of trader am I? Am I a welfare trader, not successful, eternal student, never committing? Or am I a millionaire mindset trader, successful trader? We're investing in ourselves to achieve the best results. Our course is literally $16.43 a day per year. Are you kidding me? What are you spending $16 or $17 every single day per year? I can tell you right now, if I started everybody here, this is literally your, I don't know, Netflix subscription. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go fast forward through our testimonials. All right, I'm gonna show you. So I only have 3 minutes left. All right. So we have the Power Income Futures Trading course, which is going to teach you everything that there is from A to Z. This course starts December 11th. So if you want to start 2024 strong, this is the course for you. We're voted #1 in the industry by Benzinga, according to our performance on our education. We have an award for it. We have a track record for it. Verified track record, my P&L, my personal P&L. You have live online course, which is going to happen between December 11th and the 15th from 2 o'clock to 4:30 p.m. Eastern, and we go a little bit after 4:30, we go like 5 o'clock or so. Plus you get 3 months of trading room access for $5,999. What do you get for this? You get lifetime access to the Power Course live. So that means if I do a course on in January, you're going to attend live free. If I do one in February, live free. Do one in 2025, live free. Do one in 2030, live free. We take you from zero to hero. We got an email. You get an e-manual, over 500 pages, guys. 500 pages. Everything that you need to know about trading from A to Z. You won't need another webinar, seminar, live class, book, etc. ever again. It's everything right there. Comprehensive right there. Unlimited live retakes. You come every single time to the retakes. It's live, it's free forever. You get 3-month access into the trading room. You get private Twitter feed where we share some other ideas. For example, now I'm going to send a tweet about let's say gold. If there are any developments in our swing trades that you're going to find out, so you're not going to be left hanging. You get platform layout, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You get Discord room with all the students in there. You get student personal support, priceless, literally. You have a question, you email me, you phone me, you text me, whatever you want to do. You get a risk sheet. All right. So remember, the only place where you literally learn how to trade like a pro as you earn trading with us live every single day. You don't have to take trades on your own. Just take my trades. My responsibility. I put my career on the line for you, and I've done it for years. I'm happy to do it. Start your trading journey today. $16.43 a day. This $5,990. By the way, the price is going to double next year in 2024. Seriously, the total value of this package, we teach you trading psychology. So we're throwing in all the bells and whistles into this course. The total value of the course is over $30,000. If you want to sign up, it's TradeOutLoud.com/futures. Okay. So I think my time is up. David.